this neutral site showdown. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. But when you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as
and the Penn State 25 will take over 1st and
10. The offense lining up for a first down play. Running to the left. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Aller. Pocket starts to collapse. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a nice decision by the quarterback. Nothing open down the field. Find your check down. Get the running back in the flat.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He's going to pass on second down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Got it past the marker. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down for this offense. On the run, it's Durham. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. LSU right back to the line. On second down, looking to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw it again. Moves away as he feels pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Still looking on the move. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. The Tigers will try to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads it left. Got it. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Running back goes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Just steamrolling the defense. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They'll operate out of split back. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Dropping back, it's Aller. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking for a gap. It's Allen. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. He'll set up to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
To the ground with the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's got his man. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Offense lining up quickly. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Getting some heat. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30, at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, LSU!
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quick strike complete. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lacy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. From the gun, looking for a man. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the 1st half. It's 1st and 10. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to buy time. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st half. That's going to wrap it up here in the 1st half. Stay tuned. 2nd half not too far away. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. LSU quick to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Penn State. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Finds the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown LSU. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. From inside the 10, here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Offense set on 1st down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Looking to move it through the air. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Love that. Nice hands and also beautiful awareness by the receiver to make that grab in bounds.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. Two-possession game going for the onside kick here in the third. Ball skips out of bounds, penalty flag flies, and the onside kick is unsuccessful. A first down for the offense. The give on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback will audible. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
With the catch, it's Singleton. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
Buys a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They're trying to get to it. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dances away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. LSU right back to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to him.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front of that D-line, too. You think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, LSU 42, Penn State 21.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Wide out in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Lacy. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own.
And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's running into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a
I was gonna get Ohio State. You would have got Texas.
Game 2. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
I can't play you with LSU versus Texas no more.
By so much here in the 4th.
LSU defense too trash. Nah, LSU defense trash.
Come to the line with a new set of downs.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. A little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of hands.
Trying to find his man on first down. Looking to the big tight end.
Come on, Pert. Undercut that.
Big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back to back. They're putting pressure.
Come on, number 11.
Finds the man on the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to pass their way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
There is a sense of urgency happening right now on defense. Back lined up close to their end zone on that third down. They stop the run. They stuff it. Now setting up fourth.
Back to pass. It's Aller. Complete. And
there we go.
First down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over.
Good goal line stand.
Rushing blow at this point in the game. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. The receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. He wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Off he goes. At the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown LSU! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Back to pass. It's Aller. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw it on first down. Release to the back. Snagged on the outside. It's Singleton. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Going to try. Oh, ball's out. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. First down here for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. They're bringing heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. LSU quick to the line. He's back to throw on second down. Looking for a huge play. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. How about that?
Good game, man.
Coming up with a play like that.
All right, bitch.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
We're going to wrap this one up with the PAT. And the PAT is good, helps the kicker stats, and not much else, as this one is in the books. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to...
I think you had used them before against me. Man, you could have got whoever. I wasn't tripping. I was gonna stick with LSU.
Block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28.
All right.
Offense getting set for first down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Looking to throw, it's Dart. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wells. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the Rebels have this offense rolling. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Looking for more room. The 40. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Pressure coming. Trying to set up the screen, and he throws the interception. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tiger! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Good defenses stop you from scoring. Great ones score themselves, and LSU has done that so well over the years.
Yeah, and it's about guys who are playmakers. It's about guys who can lock up on the outside, and LSU recruits them, they develop them, and so many guys you see at the highest level doing it, and this is why, because they come to LSU and become stars.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw. It's Dart. Looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Wells. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Makes his connection. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They emptied the roster, but every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And offensively, I love running these track routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
You know, you start day one training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Wants to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Touch pass on the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
To the air, it's Dart. Floats it out in space. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got...
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, the quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 14, Ole Miss 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets rid of it. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown LSU. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Lee. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Now they'll run the draw. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. Snap it to the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield. It's Dart. Fires to the middle. He's got it and still on his feet.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Rebels! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He wants to throw it. Fires and picked off. The 50.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. LSU 21.
A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Coming after it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. LSU right back to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Throws to the tight end. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
on the play.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. You can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB. Not many guys do it as well as that.
Might be looking to run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Second down.
To the air. It's Dart. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Buying some time. He's going to run it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Only 10 seconds remaining here in the first half as they put it in play, 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to get to it. Scrambling away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. He's looking deep. And the pass hits. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. LSU quick to the line.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Dart. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon that this QB has.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
He's right on target. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
The Rebels have taken it inside the 20. DB's right up on the receivers. Off the RPO, complete. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Extending the play. He wants it all. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. It's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Catch in the middle, it's Parrish. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the 3rd quarter. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Bayou Bengals Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense.
He is smashing people. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. LSU right back to the line. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This defense just asserting its will and its dominance in this game right now. That is not once, that's not twice. 3 times in a row they've been able to...
Oh, they fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And the pass is caught. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Picks up 4. Brings up third down.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. It's a draw. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Leaves it with the back. Just ran him over. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period.
Third quarter of play. The score, LSU 28, Ole Miss 15.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To throw, it's Dart. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Rebels racing to the line in a hurry-up. From the gun. Skips away from pressure. Going for 6. Touchdown, Rebels! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Forced out of the pocket. Looking left. Lost, the defense is wide open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Wide receiver shows motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. First down here for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Dart. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
He's got an open man. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He makes the connection. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The aerial assault continues. They're bringing heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
To the air, it's Dart. Lets it go to the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
You're down 2 possessions, 4th quarter, time's not your friend. You got to take a shot. Defense doing a great job in the end zone, making sure that ball falls incomplete. Clean play, excellent coverage. Everybody's eyes on the quarterback.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. Man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Motion from the offense. Dialing up a second down pass play. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Showing the arm strength to the left. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
And you know what? You kind of deserve it. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. Just gave him a little bit of hope.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wells. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some